So as I said in my main channel video, I really did not want to do this video today, but when I am thinking about what I want my channel to be about, I am thinking about, especially like freeform videos talking like the way I am right now, I want to talk about things that are relevant to what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. I want to talk about things that I feel passionate about. I don't want to just talk about stuff that I don't care about, because it's going to come through in the video and I'm just not going to, it's just me being disingenuous, and I don't want to do that. I want to be very transparent, very much myself, and I've been thinking about this the past day or so, and it came on especially strong this morning when I saw the latest updates, especially that, just infamous press exchange where Trump is sitting at that table with Pam Bondi, and Marco Rubio, I think, is between Pam Bondi and Trump, and Trump is just like flabbergasted that people are still talking about Epstein. Like, how could you be flabbergasted? Like, you're one of the main people who really promoted this idea that, the Biden administration and the Clintons and all, that they were behind this, which they probably might be, but he was the one that was really just fanning the flames. And for him to be the one that's like, absolutely, just like, how dare people talk about this? Really? Like, come on. Even his own base is seeing through that, and they are perplexed, and a lot of them are disillusioned. I mean, that Alex Jones video, I don't know if you saw it, where he's like saying he has to throw up, and he's just, I mean, that was pretty bizarre. Of course, anything Alex Jones says is bizarre, but anyway, but for him to be disillusioned or seem disillusioned by Trump and Trump's administration is just something I thought I would never see, even though I should not be surprised. But anyway, I mean, so yeah, I wanted to shoot the video because I just felt that it's something that I'm thinking about. It's something that I've been really trying to wrap my head around, and I'm just thinking, okay, I'm not Trump's biggest fan, okay? But at the same time, I'm not a left-wing lunatic either. I'm very independent. I can see both sides of, the fence, both sides of the equation in terms of where conservatives are coming from versus where liberals are coming from. But, it's just interesting. It's like, what is this are Trump loyalists, like MAGA people, are they just going to eventually just forget about it and think, oh, well, this is still our guy, we need to just like try to, just move on from it and forget about it? Or I feel like this is not going anywhere. That's my sense. I could be wrong. Let's see what happens. I don't feel like this is going anywhere. I feel like the snowball has started to gain momentum. That's what's interesting about this, because when you're talking about MAGA people questioning Trump and holding him to account, those are two things you would never envision in the same sentence. To be honest, you wouldn't envision it, because to a lot of these people, Trump was their person, or is whatever, we'll see. But Trump is their person, and he's the one that was going to right the wrongs and drain the swamp and do this and do that. And the idea that he is part of the swamp, that's something that a lot of them are having a lot of trouble with. So, yeah, so I thought I need to film this video because this is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm, and again, I don't want to make this channel about politics. I just don't wish to do that. But sometimes politics will be in my channel, because I do follow the news. I do watch the news just like most people, and I have thoughts. I have questions. I don't have information to give to clarify some of our deeper questions, but I do want to sort of facilitate this space of inquiry and exchange, which is why I invite you to share with me what you think. I mean, are you following the news? What do you think? And, we don't have to be nasty to one another or, necessarily divulge our political leanings or anything like that. I mean, you could just be speaking as a human. That's what I'm doing. I'm speaking to you not as a Democrat, not as a Republican, but as a human being, as an American who's watching all of this and taking this in. And I know my perspective is one of many, many, many millions of people. So, but it's something that I feel that, listen, I don't think that we should sweep this under the rug. I don't feel that we should just let this go. Even this applies to MAGA or the left or who, even if it was Biden that was president, if something like this was brewing, I would say the same thing. Like, this is about people in power abusing their power and taking advantage of the most vulnerable. That we cannot, as a society, allow. Whether you are Democrat or Republican, that's just not something that we, that is not, from a civil standpoint, it's not sustainable. And we do need to ask these questions, and we do need to hold their feet to the fire. And it is in some way refreshing to see, because I feel that we need to get to the bottom of it. And they probably won't release anything, but I still feel that we should hold them to account. And yeah, especially, and everyone's talking about it, how Pam Bondi just flipped. I mean, she was claiming that this list was on her desk, and now she's claiming that, I don't even understand what she said. She said that I was speaking of the file, of the MLK Kennedy file, and like, okay, I don't even think that she thought that through. She must have thought about that this question would come up, or she would address it, so it's weird that was such an ambiguous and nonsensical answer. That was just off. It really seems fishy, but a lot of people are calling for her head to, be on a stake, and not literally, just metaphorically, people want her fired. And I am from Florida, and I remember Pam Bondi being the Attorney General here, and it feels like now she is herself, but on steroids. She's always been combative and, just very much just, the way you see her in press briefings, she's always been like that. But I feel like now she feels like she has to, like, step into bigger shoes. And so it does feel a little more, dramatized or even embellished, the way she is. So, but people are not falling for it. So I wonder if Trump's going to end up firing her or accepting her resignation, which would be crazy because, anyway, so that is my 2 cents. I'm just processing my thoughts with you as a friend, because I don't have the answers, but what I do know is that we need to get to the bottom of this. So, what are your thoughts? Are you disconnected? Are you riled up as many people as I am about this and want to find out what's going on? Let me know in the comments. Please go check out my main channel video too, where it's just a different perspective, because I'm talking about this like, in this video, I am just sort of talking about like my thoughts in a more personal way, which is why I have this second channel. But in the first video, I'm presenting it more as like, anyway, I invite you to watch it. I don't know how to explain it. I will say that it is, another take. So please go watch my main channel, and please comment, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. A lot of you are watching, but you're not subscribing, so it would mean the world to me if you were to subscribe. And yes, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.